Hello and welcome back to Tier 11 to the top, and today we are back in league action. Let's see how the season is going so far. Welcome back everyone, I hope you are well. Today we are back in league action as we host local rivals Alfreton, and it's the 23rd of December. But before we get into today's action, if this is the first visit to the channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you like today's content, there's a big thumbs up down there as well. Please hit that, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And any comments on the series so far or today's episode, please feel free to post them as well. Now, before we get into the Alfreton game, let's have a look at what's been happening since the last episode. Now, obviously, we had that FA Cup game against Barnet, which was a little bit of a disappointment, a 4-0 defeat in the end. But since the last episode, before that, things have been a little bit tricky in the league. Form has tailed off a little. I think the strategy of starting out cautious is now being thrown by the wayside. Other teams are now expecting this and changing their tact accordingly. So the first game that really highlighted this was the game away at Matlock straight after the Stevenage Cup game, where we just kept going back a goal down. We ended up pulling it back 2-1, and then Martel Taylor Crossdale, a guy who we looked to sign in the summer, who ended up going to Matlock, got his second of the game and put us down 3-2. We then faced pretty poor North Ferriby side, and again we just couldn't put them away. It ended up finishing 4-4 thanks to a 75th minute equaliser from O'Sullivan. And after this game we decided to make the change and go from a cautious opening mentality to a more positive one, and that immediately started paying dividends. In the Ashton game we won 1-0 with an early goal from Reed, and then the next league game we put 6 past struggling Trafford. An early penalty set us on our way, and then Jordan, Tancock, Doyle, Feeney, and then a second for Reed. Towards the end of the game, we got 3 in 4 minutes, near the 80-minute mark, to go 6-0 up in the end. So that was a good league game. We then went into the League Cup and won another game there, but it was 2 draws since then. So Blythe were about 6th when we played them. Bit of a tough game, but Marine were down in 20th, and it took a late equaliser to even scramble a point. But that leaves us going into this Alfreton game still at the top of the table. We're still 9 points clear, but Scarborough Athletic are now in second, and they have a game in hand. So it could be down to 6, and if we struggle to get past Alfreton today, things could be even tighter. Now this is the time of the season where we really need to not have a bad run of form. As you can see, Taylor Crossdale is top goal scorer in the league, probably helped from his brace against us, with Tancock sitting in second. And it's worth also noting that we are not sitting at the top of the average rating charts, which is unusual for us. We normally do fill those out season on season. Whilst we're here, we're going to look at the average attendance as well. And as you can see, FC United are at the top with 2,250. You have to go all the way down to 21st. I'll just come out of the way for a second there. You can see us, our average attendance of 184, which is not many. Obviously, that is going to hamper us going forward. Finances are still looking okay. We are still making money thanks to our cup run. But the FA Cup is over now, so from next month, I think we're going to start losing money once again. And at one point, we were losing sort of about 20 grand a month, between 15 and 20. So that means that this 80,000 in the bank is going to slowly erode. By the end of the season, we probably will be just about breaking even. But today, it is all about the Alfreton game, and it's pretty much a full strength side. Moore is back from injury, so he's in the midfield. We've got Collins in goal, Sarah, Jordan, Story in the middle of the defence, as Walmsley is lacking a little bit of fitness, with Roberts Hutton on the right hand side, Munns, Reed, the aforementioned Moore and Sanyang in the midfield with Tancock and Feeney, who incidentally is still putting in the goals, even in his 4th different tier with the club. So that's the 11. Let's head to the Fieldings to host Alfreton in a game we really could do with winning. Okay then, so we are underway at the Fieldings, and as you can see we are on a positive mentality to start out, and we have an early highlight throw in and then a cross, and the header has hit the bar from Munns, and he's going to go across and take the resulting corner. Hopefully he put it in and find someone else's head. He doesn't quite. The defender knocks it clear. Reed can't quite get onto the rebound, and that is where we end the highlight. So things have been a little bit disappointing, I think it's fair to say, recently. Those last 2 draws have not been the best of games, and they against sides that really we should be beating, particularly Marine in the last game. And now we have another highlight here with Munns advancing down this near side, but he's dispossessed. The ball is sent long. Reed can't quite get on the header down, and it looks like Alfreton are on the break with Hinchcliffe here, whose shot goes into the side netting, and thankfully that break didn't come to much. As you can see, it looks like Scarborough are drawing at the moment, as well as the gap is still at 9 points, but they obviously have that game in hand, and Alfreton are looking probably the most dangerous of the 2 sides so far. They've got another chance here. Hopefully this doesn't trouble the goalkeeper. And it's going to trouble the goalkeeper, but Collins is there and is well to the ball. It's gone out, and then that is the end of the highlights. We're going to shout demand more now. It looks like Sanyang has picked up a twisted knee. Let's have a look. It's probably worth bringing him off. What we're going to do is we're going to do the swap Sarah onto the right hand side of midfield, bring McAvoy into left back. Probably a bit of an odd change. McAvoy's fitness is a little bit low as well, but we'll see how that goes. So far we'll test Sarah out on the right flank, but it's not looking fantastic. The ball into the box is a dangerous one, but it's dealt with, and now Sarah has it. He's breaking. He's got the 2 strikers with him, and they are getting around their men. In fact, he's found Munns. It's now 2 men in the middle. Cuts inside onto his stronger right foot. Doesn't get the shot away, but finds Moore on the edge of the box, and he has scored, and that is 1-0. And that is what we wanted to see in this first half. An excellent move, capped off by a good long-range finish from Neil Moore, who's now back from his injury. I think it was a hamstring issue he was suffering from for the last sort of 2 months. It's a lovely ball. Finds him running into the edge of the box, takes a touch into the box, and slots home from about 15 yards. A lovely finish. And we are 1-0 up, heading towards half-time. And it looks like Whitby are now into 2nd place in the league, but luckily we're talking about 2nd place like they're close to us. We are still that 10 points ahead of everyone else, which is really useful to see. And Alfreton have got a corner. It's nodded clear. Can we get onto the rebound and make a counter-attack here? No, we can't. Will the ball get into the box? It does. Collins handles it well. It looks like we're going to continue the highlight here and go on a bit of a break. When Collins decides what to do with it, now he's going to roll it out to Story. I'm going to build from the back, utilise that strength in midfield. Here's McAvoy at an unfamiliar left-back position. He's playing behind Munns, who finds a lovely ball over the top, and Tancock is through, and Tancock has blazed it wide. That is why we could really do with his finishing being a bit higher than it is. And we've had a quick look down at the table here. It looks like Marine are last in the league. I didn't realise they were 22nd. I thought they were 20th, but that is showing who we should have beaten in the last game. End up drawing 2-2. But anyway, today Scarborough look like they have gone ahead. They have, with a penalty just before half-time. So things still stand at 9 points at the top of the table. Second half underway then, and it was a bit of a tough first half. We were the better side and we got the goal. And now we've got a highlight here early. Moore's long ball finds Feeney breaking through the defence. He's got a good chance at goal here. He shoots, but it's well saved. He should have really gone better than that with the shot. But Munns is going to put the ball into the box again. But it doesn't get past the first defender, but Story gets it. And we end up going out of the highlight, so obviously didn't do very well with it when he got there. Looking at the condition of the players, McAvoy, who's come on, is looking tired. Munns has got a free kick though. Lovely lovely effort, and he's got his second goal of the season. That is a brilliant strike, and he's done a cartwheel to celebrate as well. This is looking slightly more comfortable now, and this is what we really could have done with today. Goalkeeper got there and just sort of pushed it into the top of the net, but we'll take it, because why wouldn't we? Tancock has done something. He's taken a knock and he wants to come off. He's pulled his groin. This is not good. Right, so Sullivan can come on. I'm really left scratching my head a little bit because McAvoy is looking like he needs to come off as well. We'll give him another 5 minutes. And hopefully we don't get any more injuries, because this is a bit of a bad day for injuries. Alfreton have got it now on the far side. And they're breaking through. They've got a chance here. There's a man in plenty of space, but he's hit the bar and then got the rebound and volleyed it home. So it's 2-1, and our main striking threat is off the pitch with a pulled groin. I think we need to maybe make that final change. It's a poor header that's hit the bar, but he's beaten the goalkeeper, who was on the floor when the rebound came in. And we're going to make the substitution at 69 minutes. And it's looking like McAvoy's going to have to come off. We're going to put Inyapembe on the unfamiliar left-hand side. And maybe it's time to start being a little bit more cautious and waste a little bit of time. 20 minutes to go. It's probably a little bit early for doing that kind of thing. I'm going to demand more as well. See, we're going to throw everything at the game. See if we can encourage them to not concede again. And that's very close. It's just gone over the bar with a header from the corner. And we're nearing 10 minutes to go, and I think we're going to even go even more defensive. Very defensive now, really trying to shut up shop. Really low tempo, more direct. Oh. See if that little bit of change to our instructions can help us get through this final 5 minutes now. Alfreton put the ball into the box, and if they score here, we are not set up for the last 5 minutes. So we'll change everything back. And we'll go to positive. No, we'll go to attacking. Fast tempo, more direct, no time wasting. That is poor defending. The free kick came in. It was headed home by Brennan. Gets his second of the season, and we don't want to see the highlight. We want to get back into this game and see if we can get a goal. We were looking so comfortable at the hour mark, and as soon as Tancock came off, things have changed. But Munns has put the ball in, and Feeney's there for his 15th of the season, and just like that, we are going back to very defensive. Let's reapply all of those changes. Right, 2 minutes to go. Well, 1 minute to go of normal time, and then whatever is added on at the end. It's a lovely ball by Munns. It's basically a carbon copy of the Alfreton goal at the other end. But Feeney's there, lurking at the back post. And there are 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. Ball into the box is dangerous, but Collins has just saved it. He's pushed it over the bar. And this is tense. This is edge of the seat stuff. He's come out and punched it, but it's volleyed, hit the crowd of players in the box and cleared. And we've got 3 minutes to hold on. Waste all of the time. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. We've gone to nearly 97 and just held on for the victory. And it looks like Scarborough held on to their victory as well, which keeps the gap at the top at 9 points. Everybody breathe. Blimey, we left that late. Okay, so we've taken the 3 points, and it means that we go into Christmas 9 points clear at the top, although Scarborough still have that game in hand, and I'm nervous to see if anyone has picked up a bit of a knock. Sanyang's out for 2 to 4 days with a twisted knee. There's nothing out on Tancock, so hopefully that means he is not injured at all. Let's have a quick look. His condition's down at 64, but he is okay. He's got a clean bill of health, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to rest him, because, well, we don't need him to pick anything up in training at all. Rest here for how many days? We've got 7, 8 days. We're going to give him 5 days rest and let him have a little bit of a breather. Tancock has really been struggling. His natural fitness is 12, it's not too bad, but his fitness between games has slowly but been deteriorating, and he is obviously our number one threat going forward. Let's have a quick look at the schedule now. So we are facing 20th place Bamber Bridge in the next game just before the new year. But where is the next? I'm thinking here against FC United. They might only be 10th, but if we've previously looked at the league, there is no gap whatsoever really between the top 5 and the top, well, 12 really. Alfreton are still in the hunt for the playoffs. So I think we might go to FC United in the next episode. In fact, scratch that, we'll take the Scarborough game just after. So we'll wait until the beginning of March and join you again for Scarborough. So then that will be everything for today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, because I certainly have. It was a tense finish to that Alfreton game where we just about snuck the 3 points. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.